Hi, welcome knitters. I hope you're doing well. You're watching Recreational Knitting Podcast, and this is Karen. I am your hostess, and welcome to my little place that I talk about my knitting and any crafts that I might be getting into. We live in the RV parked behind me. We have been traveling since December 2019, touring the United States, about twice as long as we thought we would, but COVID and a few operations have slowed us down. Right now, I'm coming to you from the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and perhaps you can hear the race cars. They're having some kind of junior raceway race of some sort where kids are driving motor vehicles at a highly unsafe speed. I don't know. Anyway, yes, I knit. I do a tiny bit of crochet. I do embroidery. I used to do samplers on 40 count linen, but because of eyesight, I don't do those anymore. Anyway, today's episode is going to be a little different because it's all about getting our mail. Some of you have asked in the past, and probably if you haven't gone back to that particular episode, you might not know that when you travel like this, you have to have a mailing service that then mails you, when you request, your mail, your tax stuff, your whatever. And of course, when you're traveling, you don't have a place to get Amazon packages consistently, and you can't buy yarn. It's really a problem. So I have to have my packages shipped to our mailing service in Florida. So I did get my happy mail today, and I am truly very happy. I thank you for those that have sent little happy mails. Thank you so much. You know who you are. I want to say thank you to a fellow podcaster, Mouse Makes. Mandy, I got your package today, and I'm going to open it right now. I got a sweet card from Mandy of Mouses Makes, and she is currently dyeing yarn. Not dyeing yarn, she's dyeing yarn. Let's try that again. The yarn that she dyes is beautiful. So she sent me a package, and when I opened this up, I was tickled pink. I don't know what's inside it yet, but she sent me a little package. And she lives in the UK, where she dyes yarn. And I love it. Today is a perfect day to smile. It is. Thank you so much, Mandy. This is wonderful. It is a little sock bag, or whatever you can stuff in there at the moment. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Oh, and it's got it on both sides. Pardon the crinkles. Today is a perfect day to smile. It is. Thank you so much, Mandy. Mandy would be my best friend if she lived down the street from me. We would knit, we would tell off-color jokes, I think, and complain about certain things that piss us off. I think that's where we would be. She's a wonderful podcaster. If you haven't checked her out, Mouses Makes. She's from the UK. She knits so quickly, and she's now gone into dyeing, and she's selling it on Ko-Fi. Go check her out. She's great. This is what she sent me. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Well, continuing on the UK, I got some yarn that has some UK. It was packaged in this package, and it had Scottish air in it. This is from Jude, who is Stranded Dye Works, and Jude is a wonderful dyer, knitter, podcaster. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. Stranded Dye Works. And this is the colorway Cornerstone. I know that I've been getting a lot of non-neutral types of yarn recently, so I wanted to get some beautiful yarn that was more neutral. And this is a gray green with little pops of yellow, copper, even some red in there. He is a great dyer, and this is direct from the UK in Scotland. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. I got 3 to make a summer top. This is, I guess I better tell you what it is, huh? This is his BFL nylon fingering. It's 80% blue-faced Leicester and 20% nylon. This is my favorite mix of all kinds. But Coriadel is really nice as well. But I like BFL, probably the best. It's a pretty high twist. Let's see if I can get one up here. So you can see. No, I can get 2. All right. How's that? Can you see that? But yeah, love it. So I got enough to make a summer shirt. Now I need to be able to clone the hands, function without sleep. I have so much yarn, guys. I have so much yarn. I have 4 needles on this one. 4 needles, yeah, 4 sweaters on the needle. Oi. Yeah. And we'll continue with some Happy Mail. This is all wonderful. This is some beautiful from Knit Circus yarns. Can you see that? All shades of greens. Isn't that beautiful? This is called Spruced Up Speckle. I like it. This is by Knit Circus Yarns. There's their label. I don't know if it's a he, she, or they. Don't know. This is 80% merino and 20% nylon, 400 yards. And I forget where they're out of, but I want to say it's Bend, Oregon. I could be totally wrong. Totally wrong. It's in a state. Yeah, it's in the States. I don't see an address on here. So, and this at the same place was on sale, some minis. Definitely out of my color range, but I thought, Christmas knitting for next year, a cowl for somebody or a hat. What do you think? Aren't they beautiful though? Vibrant colors. This is their Sac du Soleil, and it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it's rocking around the Christmas tree. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Yeah, you don't want to get me singing. Used to have a good voice. Yeah. But yes, that's Knit Circus Yarns. And look them up. Oh, this is so soft. Beautiful yarn. Beautiful. And I have 2 more to show you. I have watched the podcast Fat Squirrel Speaks for, 3 years or so. She was really That and there was another podcaster that I watched, and those were the only two that I watched. And I have heard so much about Knit Spin Farm from Amy Beth that I thought, okay, I've heard enough, how wonderful her colors are, how wonderful her yarn is. And so I joined. Yes, I did. I'm going to get one of these beautiful yarns a month. Now this is from her last year, December, I believe. And this is called her little known holiday, which is completely over now. She did a year of little known holidays. And this one is Cat Herder Day, which is December the 15th. Haunted Refrigerator Night, 10:30. Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. That's the first Saturday in February. Remember that one? That sounds like a good one. Iris Day is in here. There's a Comfy Day, 2:20. It's coming up, folks. Make sure you get in there. And a bathtub party, which we've missed 12/5. So those are the little known holidays. This is her Targhee Sport, which is hard to find for socks. I don't know whether you can really see those colors. Aren't they wonderful? Knit Spin Farm. Joanna and her husband Bill, I think. He does cranking. I think they still have that service. But this is the Targhee Sport weight, and I love sport weight yarns probably more than any. I just wish I could get, people to do speckles in sport weight yarn, because that's the kind of sweater I want. I want a sweater with speckles, so like a light pink with tiny little speckles of all sorts. That's what I want. And I can't find it in sport weight. Yeah, I can find it in fingering, but I can't find it in sport. Anyway, that's fun. Isn't that fun? Those are going to make some beautiful socks. I will probably be making socks out of these that are just vanilla socks. Afterthought heel. I'll find something that will go with those. Yeah, pretty. And then what I joined was the 2023, which it's her Nature and Farm Club year. My grandfather was a farmer, and he was very proud of that. That, what he was doing was helping to feed many. And so I thought, perfect. We've been in nature for the last 3 years in this RV trip, and farm. I can do this. This is the first one, which is conifer. Look at the colors in this. Again, this is a Targhee Sport base, 90% superwash Targhee and 10% nylon. I'll probably knit these vanilla Afterthought heel, probably on a 1, maybe 2, depending on what the gauge looks like. And she includes a little card that talks about the name of this yarn. This is called Evergreen. There are differences between conifers and evergreens. Conifer refers to trees that reproduce by making cones. Many of them are evergreens, but some, like tamarack, lose their needles every fall. Also, some tropical plants never lose their leaves, are evergreen, but don't have needles. Pine needles are long and in groups of 2 to 5. Spruce needles attach directly to the branch and go all around it, while fir needles typically stick out in 2 directions. So we're going to get schooled a little bit as Joanna talks to us about her evergreen her nature and farm club. This will be fun to see what she comes up with. That's some really pretty green. Knit Spin Farm, look them up. I don't know if they still have any club openings or not, I'm not sure. Never joined a club like this before. Don't know. A couple podcasts back, I showed you pictures of White Sands National Park. And I have a National Park hat book, knitting hat book. So I made myself a White Sands hat. It's so cute. I just love it. It has not been like, you know, got ends woven in and this is just temporary, but yeah, this looks like the ripples in the sands, and White Sands is in, I'm not sure of the mailing address, but Alamogordo, New Mexico. It was one of my favorite parks, so maybe that'll be the thumbnail. But I really like it, and I wanted it long enough, so I added a couple rows and made it asymmetrical. And those of you that are into symmetry, it's going to drive you nuts, but doesn't this look like a nice warm hat? Yeah. So, yay. Anyway, I have been waiting for this package, well, to arrive, and it came finally last week. Long story, but this is, I don't even know what you call it, penny rug kit. I bought this off Etsy by Robin in Stitches. And here's her Etsy shop if you're interested. And this is the penny rug that I decided I wanted to make. Wonder why? So, started this a couple days ago, and I have a few things that I've sewn on. Uses blanket stitch, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work on that. It's really quite lovely. Yeah. So after this, you're going to see another state park. It won't be National Park, excuse me, it won't be White Sands since you've already seen that. However, I think I'm going to show you some Oregon coastline. Oregon is really a beautiful state if you've not been. It's very damp, tropical temperate rainforest in the northern northwest. And correct me if that goes all the way south, I don't think it does. And it's desert in the eastern part of the state. So there will be a variety of different pictures that you can look at and enjoy. I know this has been a little different. I hope you've enjoyed my, happy mail. I have totally enjoyed it. Yeah. I had too much yarn. Y'all. Anyway, I'm starting to sound like I live in Charlotte, don't I, y'all? Anyway, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please like, subscribe, share it, let people know that I'm out here, and I'm trying to grow the channel. I've decided to try to get to 1,000 viewers, have a big giveaway, and still haven't heard from Celeste, but she's got till February the 1st to get a hold of me. And if she doesn't get a hold of me for the Whip Be Gone cow, I'll pick again, okay? And on that date, I'll have 2 winners because I'll pick a new one and someone to replace Celeste unless I hear from her. So, anywho, I'll put all the deets down below. I have a question for all of you. I've been wondering, so many of you have told me that I'm living the dream, that, you know, I want you to tell me what you would do if you were spending 3 years in an RV, traveling the country. Put it down below. I'd love to hear your responses. They're great. They're great. I love you to comment, be a part of the community. It's great. Thank you. Knit in peace. Bye now.